I wanted to talk about how that on the 17th of May, Jupiter will be moving right into Taurus. And that is astounding. I mean, we just went through Jupiter was in Aries for not very long. I guess it's been nearly a year that we've been feeling that energy coming on, but gosh, I think it just popped through Aries like really quick. And that's nature of Aries, likes to do everything quick and very bold and independent, and so it's going to be a very different. See, it's Jupiter moving from Aries into Taurus, so it's going from being under Mars rulership to being under Venus rulership. And I'm excited because it trines my Venus in Virgo, but at 23, so that's later on. But we're doing prelude to, see, there's a lot of Taurus right now. We have the sun in Taurus, and we just got done with uh, a solar eclipse in Taurus, new moon. I guess that's what that is. No, there was a Scorpio. It was a Scorpio full moon, and then we're coming on to a new moon coming up here in Taurus. I don't know if it's an eclipse or not, but that happens. It happens here on the 26th. It looks kind of, well, I'm sorry, pardon me here. This ephemeris is kind of confusing, but actually, I'll blame it on the ephemeris being confusing, but it's really me, being confusing for everybody. So it looks like it'll be on the 18th, very close to when after that, it's right when Jupiter goes into Taurus, and we also have something else there. Let me look. What planet that is? Mercury in Taurus still. So there's just a lot of Taurus, and that's a Venus ruled activity, which is a different vibration than Mars. I'm going to be enjoying the relief of all that. We have Mars moving into Leo, which is a better feel for Mars to be in that fire sign and leave Cancer alone. The thing about Venus moving into Cancer, which is amazing, it just happened and it's getting into the early degree and it's about ready to trine my Jupiter, which is always good. Play the lotto. But for me, I'm the Jupiter in Pisces, which is very much on the spiritual side. If I can just remember to play the lotto. Talk about that money thing. Everybody will experience it. This is what the eclipse is all about. Scorpio rules other people's money. Taurus rules your money, but really it's the value. What is truly, what's true, what is wealth? What is valuable? What is really a sign of having made it? What is really valuable? That keeps coming up. Taurus will say, well, this is, and it's nothing to do with money. It has to do with pleasures derived from skills. Now, I'm not just talking about pleasures that people are pursuing that is not really it, like, something that has been done for them and now they chase after a dream that somebody else is really, you're paying a lot of money for that. Let's talk about going to Disneyland or something like that. We are having already dealt with the sadness that comes with that empty experience where you just have spent all of that money, and then at the end of the day, what do you have but indigestion and that empty experience of God? that song stuck in your head from the Disneyland ride. Anyway, Taurus says, will you stop and figure out how you feel? Very much so. Venus ruled, and now we're getting into our body. How do you feel? What is the real feeling? That's where we put on the better music, not that comes from Disneyland, but something that is healing to listen to, tones, and then, yeah, that Taurus is really amazing. Calm. I think I've talked about it before, and it's like that is the goal. If you haven't, if you have a goal, and that's the way you know you're achieved is when you're finally in sitting in the sun, right? You always had that have that image of people say made it, and they're holding an exotic drink, and there's an exotic bird maybe, and there's an exotic plant, and there's the sun, and there's the choice of however many exotic people, I guess. I don't know, babes, but it's about finally having just arrived. It's the Buddha that says, excuse me, there wasn't anything before this or even after. It's always now, so make it good. Something that Scorpio needs to lighten up, and say, and and they do, they provide great, they're using other people's money. uh, all that's going to be switched around. We're kind of in this vibration, and Taurus says, focus on what's already here. It is too much. You guys it's being churned back into the earth as waste. And you know what? The earth is getting pissed, considering that it's disgraceful, right? It's blasphemous to just ignore the real cures and go to the pharmacy. But we can turn all of that love around. Really, it's now I would really wanted to talk about, because of all of the Venus in the air, that is love, and that's what Taurus points at. This is where Jupiter is going to move into Taurus. And oh boy, all of it, all of the things that I've been holding back and just really denying and pushing down, who we are, really, this is humanity speaking. Uh, we have created kind of a backup. I visualize it's like, no, the universe doesn't let your gifts and things that are meant for you, like your mission, and if you're healthy enough, you're going to get it, damn it, because you've been healthy enough to deny it. Now let's check about being healthy enough to receive. Can you just fucking relax? See, what is receiving all about? Like, but like, the law of attraction. Like, what, you want something? Let things go, let it go, and create a space, and then here it comes. Be it, like, pretend like it's already here, kind of a trip. That's reminding me of, that's what Taurus is all about. It's just like leave a space open. Um, be always in that state of awareness, which is very feminine, the nurturer. That's why where Venus went in Cancer, which is going to be trine Saturn, by the way, which automatically makes me think this Venus is wise in love. Very intelligent in Cancer, if you can imagine being moon ruled, which is very intuitive, like the day-to-day domestic daily routine vibrational frequency, the feelings, very with the Venus in the sky, Taurus, and well, let alone, I mean, forget me, that some of that Cancer squares Libra, which is good. It keeps a tension going with, you can't be too soft and in your comfort zone, and or selfish. The cardinal signs are always going to be pushing each other around and saying, well, the advancement would be the balance of Libra, which is, again, Venus ruled there. So, but Venus being in Cancer, it's much needed because of the nurturing quality that Cancer is pointing at, the mothering and creating a space, a shelter, the home. You know, the crab has the outer shell that keeps that softness safe. What really comes to my mind, really want to finish this video up, the Venus in the sky, um, it, that's the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the only answer with all of the shifting that's going to be going around with our values, and money is going to be involved. We're going to see more and more probably it going into another form of transacting, right? We have, well, it's trying to dissipate from being paper, monetary, to computerized under some kind of strange control, which I don't think we have to worry about it too much. If that's a long subject matter, but just getting back to how that to shorten the subject matter up and get away from all the details, love is the answer. If love is backing that system, say what love would do is complain about what? The contracting of situations, or like energy that disallows, because love allows a lot. This is all very dangerous language to people who aren't used to letting go and letting God. They think they have a discipline that is so upside down and backwards that ultimately smothers, represses, oppresses how it can really be the way free energy, the way it really works. Like what if love was the answer? What do you mean, Shauna? Love, okay, so you want a safe place. You want to feel like that you have succeeded and made it with all of the hard work you do. Love is going to make it worth a damned. Everybody knows this, that whatever you do, if love isn't behind it, it's useless. Whatever it is, whatever. I don't care how much money you have. Are you a loving person? Well, what a waste that is. You have no idea what you're doing with any resource at all. That is the holy truth and the only safety for you who is paranoid because now you don't know what you're doing, most likely, is love. The only real shelter and safety is love. That's what's going to be so fucking beautiful and wonderful. It's going to happen May. May, you will experience this release around about the new moon. Apparently here, we already have Venus in the sign of the moon, which is Cancer, very nurturing. A lot of healing will go on. With Mercury going backwards in Taurus, squaring my moon, but it's away from my moon. It's now doing a trippy sextile with Libra. Communications can happen without being so Aries and egotistical. It can be a beautiful poetry. It could be even, it doesn't have to be words. It could be just an expression. See, that's what really comes to mind with all of the Taurus. Jupiter moving into there. Jupiter moving into Taurus. Getting ready to conjunct. See, Sun is conjuncting Uranus in Taurus. Like right about now it's happening. Or when does that happen? I have to look at my funky ephemeris. Uranus is at 19. And the sun catches right up. Well, it's at 18 degrees, and then it turns 19 degrees, like it looks like it turns with the sun to 19 degrees, which is astounding that Uranus would move with the sun like that, because Uranus is moving very slow. But by August, Uranus is going to be trining my Venus at 23, and it's going to be on top of a lot of other people who have that Taurus at 23. I know a couple people with that, and It's a very pleasant place for my Venus anyway. It's like, so are you ready for love? In other words, can you just relax? Did you know it's all here and made up already? Why is the place turning into a desert? Everybody looking for something out there. And it's like, did you know it's here already? Would you just water things? Let things be watered. And we do. We have it. Man, pay attention, man. There is something out there that wants you to believe. Everything of the opposite. There is a shortage. There's a shortage happening of everything. You have to. Have to. Who does that? Scorpio. Scorpio says we have to create this shortage because how will we get other people's money going? Like more. And it's like, you know what? Will you stop? Don't forget, if you don't get that beginning message that says what the goal is, if there is one, it's already here. It says, I am. Now what? Let's keep the quality of things on high, which is Taurus. You can capitalize on that if you want, Scorpio and Capricorn. Fine. But don't exclude such truths that leads to an experience that we call beauty. That, excuse me, it seems to be like, where is it? Have you seen what is happening lately? Woo! Avoid denying the truth so much that that delicacy of beauty leaves you forever. It's a feeling, ultimately, babes. It has a look. It's highly symmetrical. Geometrically, it's symmetrical. Thank you for listening. Try and relax. That's really the sign that we've made it. If you're relaxed into anything, really, if you're a rock climber and you're still relaxed, while you made it. You seem to have gotten to the point where it's not like such a hard, excruciating time. You've done enough to where it's like, yes, goal of which I have mastered. Good luck. That's Capricorn for you there. It says, good luck finding this position that I have. It's hard work. It's hard work. It shouldn't be, see, this is Aries. It shouldn't be such hard work that now everything has been just turned stuffy and we're not having fun anymore and we're not free. Like my cat back there all morning. She's been doing nothing but playing. I mean, she has a playground and she has several different balls in different areas and she plays with them all. She has them all going. So enjoy. And playing is ultimately an activity that true intelligences do, is kind of getting into the chaos of what is working here and what brings us joy. That is how we get more and more really, truly intelligent. We don't lock ourselves up into misery and forget life itself because of some goal that, you know, life and being human is a delicacy much more intricate and more detailed than that. The black and white. Cold. See, Aries doesn't like cold. And I don't think Taurus does either. We're getting into spring now, and the flowers are there, and it's just, will you stop? At least let them bloom before you chop them with the weed cutter. Gee, many Christ.